This woman's real name is Consuelo Ortega Reyes, nicknamed the Crush ng Bayan. How they met Jose Rizal. Consuelo wrote in her diary that she first met Rizal on Madrid on September 16, 1882, and apparently they talked the whole night. She had a penchant for asking Rizal to write her poems and verses, and he would happily comply. So, where they met Jose Rizal? They met at Spain. So, their love story. The diary entry indicated that they talked the whole night and that the young Filipino said many beautiful things about her. How their relationship ended. Circumstances happened. One of Rizal compatriots, Eduardo de Lete, apparently had his eyes on Consuelo, which forced Rizal to back out of whatever budding relationship he had with her. And he was still engaged to Leonor Rivera o Cesar, real name Seco Usoy, and nickname Seco. How they met Jose Rizal. Rizal started working at the Spanish Legation in February 1888. Seco caught his eyes one afternoon while she was walking in the garden, and Rizal found out from a gardener who she was. So, given that Seco spoke both English and French, she and Rizal managed to strike up a friendship and eventually a relationship. And she taught him Japanese as well. So, where did they meet? It was during Rizal's second trip abroad when he met Seiko Usoy from Hong Kong. Their love story, she accompanied him to Japan shrines, parks, university, and other interesting places like Imperial Art Gallery, Imperial Library. So, and explained to him just some Japanese culture. How their relationship ended. Rizal left Japan on April 13, 1888, never to see Seiko again. In 1897, a year after Rizal, Mat Seiko married Alfred Charton. Gertrude Beckett, real name Gertrude Beckett. Rizal called her nickname as Getty. How they met Jose Rizal. After his stay in the US, Rizal headed to London and stayed in the boarding house run by Charles Beckett. Getty was apparently named on Rizal, helping with him artwork. So, where did they meet? They meet at boarding house in London. Their love story, this English girl who probably spoke British accent of the Harry Potter characters fell in love with Rizal. The more than normal assistant she gave to the Filipino border betrayed her special feelings for him. How their relationship ended. It's pretty safe to say that nothing really happened between them in the first place, save for the crush Getty had on a petty. So, while others say that Rizal got cold feet, which made him to decide to leave London for Paris March 1889, possibly in an effort to let get us down easy.
First is Segunda Katigbak. Real name, Segunda Solis Katigbak. Nickname, Segunda. How they met. Rizal met Segunda during a visit to his grandmother's house. Where they met? They met at Lipa, Batangas. Love story. Segunda was Rizal's first love. They shared mutual feelings, and Rizal even wrote about his admiration for her beauty and grace. How it ended. Their relationship ended because Segunda was already engaged to another man. Rizal respected this and moved on, though he remained fond of her memory. Second is Leonor Valenzuela. Real name? Leonor Valenzuela. Nickname? Orang. How they met? Rizal met Leonor Valenzuela while he was studying at the University of Santo Tomas. Where they met? They met at Intramuros, Manila. Love story. Rizal often visited Leonor and courted her with letters written in invisible ink, which she had to hit to read. Their courtship was sweet and intellectual. How it ended. Their relationship was short-lived. It It is believed that their romance fizzled out naturally as Rizal focus shifted toward his studies and other pursuits. Third is Leonor Rivera. Real name, Leonor Rivera. Nickname, Tainis. How they met. Rizal met Leonor Rivera through his friend and cousin, Segunda Katigbak's brother. Where they met? They met at Kamiling Tarlac. Love story. Leonor Rivera was Rizal's most significant and enduring love. Their relationship lasted for several years, even when Rizal was abroad. They exchanged numerous letters expressing their deep affection. How it ended. Their relationship ended due to pressure from Leonor's parents, who disapproved of Rizal. Leonor was eventually married off to an Englishman named Charles Henry Kipping, which broke Rizal's heart.
Nelia Bausted, or Nelly, met Jose Rizal through a mutual acquaintance in the Filipino expatriate community. Their relationship was marked by intellectual connection and mutual admiration, and there was a possibility of marriage. However, it ended due to religion differences, as Nelly wanted Rizal to convert into Protestantism, which he refused, along with the concern of his family and friends. Thus, they parted ways without marrying. Suzanne Jacobi, or Suzanne, met with Rizal in Brussels, Belgium, where she was the niece of his landlady. They developed a close friendship, and she grew fond of Rizal, expressing her affection in letters. However, the relationship did not progress into a lasting relationship due to Rizal's dedication to his political cause and his eventual departure from Belgium. Marie Josephine Leopoldine Bracken, or Josephine, met Rizal in Dapitan, where he was exiled. She was accompanying her stepfather, George Tolfurn, in seeking Rizal's expertise. They quickly developed a deep romantic relationship despite the initial opposition from Rizal's family and the absence of formal marriage. They lived together and considered themselves as married. Josephine provided companionship and support to Rizal during his exile. Their relationship ended with Rizal's execution on December 30, 1896. Josephine tried to stay close to Rizal until the end and was reportedly remarried after she left the Philippines.